Just gonna
Yes.
take a call, okay?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, I'm the lady in the chat.
CH?
Yes, CHF.
Yes. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, Hantu. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Are you giving permission to be recorded in this live stream?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry that you had to go through FGM. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that humans can be very, very ugly and violent and put females in those positions. But since you expressed that happened to you, would you like to share a little bit with us, or how much you want to share actually?
Yes. Yeah, if time permit. I'm currently residing in the United States, but I grew up in the French-speaking country, West Africa, Guinea Conakry. They have Guinea-Bissau. I'm talking about Guinea Conakry. Yeah. So majority are Muslim. It's a Muslim country. So we actually when war broke out in Liberia, so we uh went to Guinea. So I was a child, so I had no idea what was going on. I was even happy, but they didn't really tell me what is going to happen. So they just tell you we're carrying you somewhere. So this is about we are about 95. The youngest was like 4 years old.
So when the
So
girl is 4 years old,
yeah, that
youngest
was the
youngest.
youngest among us. We are about I think close to 100 the number. So they took us like in the place, like isolated us from where we are. They built a camp in the forest. So we are there for 3 months. I still remember I was 12 years old. Please, I'm busy. Go. Yeah. So, but my knowledge on the, I just even thought like every woman has to go through it. Please, I'm really busy. I'll get on to you. Go. Sorry about that. It's
That,
my kid. I have a 7 years old. It's
that
bothering me.
that's fine, ma'am. That's fine.
Yeah, so they didn't tell us, and like everybody, you have to do it. It's not like you have a choice because everyone is just doing it. So our parents took us. We spent 3 months in the bush. We came back. So I migrated to the United States. I started going to college and all of that. So I realized that what I did, what my parents did was a big mistake because I was a kid and they had to do it. Yeah, so
Um,
it's not only me, my even my younger sister. So now like we text each other, we say, oh, we call mom and why did you do this? So she was like, I had no choice. So the majority, we are the minority. So if you don't do it, they're going to take you out of the camp. So everyone has to give their girls.
so can I break it down? Couple of things you said, sister. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you were around 12 years old, approximate 100 girls from youngest one of age 4 were taken to a camp for 3 months where you got
Yes.
circumcised.
Yes.
Okay. This is going to be details, but I like if you don't want to talk about it, it's absolutely fine. So everyone kind of went on. Okay, this is what happens to the every girl. So it's like part of our life. Like there is we never seen the different version. We just follow the principles. And
Yes, because
yeah.
everyone has to go. It's not like there we are other people that we are not doing it. So the idea was once you are born, you are a girl, so that makes you a woman.
So can I ask? Was it female who was cutting your private part, or was it male who was cutting your private part?
Females and older, like
Okay.
in their 40s to
Yeah.
60,
Yeah.
between 46 to 60
Okay.
females.
So what were they using?
They use knife, and this knife is not for individual. The same knife for everyone. Same knife.
So one knife for 100 girls.
Yes.
And people who are in their 40s to 60s are practicing this on the girls. Okay. Remember,
Yes.
those of you who are watching, please give extra attention. Youngest is 4 years old in this occasion, and our speaker is 12. She was 12 years old. A woman who is on her 40s takes one knife and then cut the girls one after another. Okay, so did you get any did anyone give you like any medicine to kind of help you to move on with the pain or with the bleeding?
Well, I remember at the first time they had traditional herbs like, but we later on saw a nurse, traditional nurse, so they gave us like injections and pills, but that was like after 3 days. But the 3 days they were using like herbs on us,
So
like very like something, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So after 3 days we saw a nurse
yeah, so
like
for
came
three,
to treat us in the bush, like give us injection
so for three
of
days
vaccine.
without
Yes,
having any medicine, you've got
yes,
100 girls whose private parts simply being cut off.
yes. This is something we are not even allowed to say, but you know, we are now, I'm now in the Western world. They
Yeah,
told you if you say it, you're going to die.
yeah,
So this is my first time voicing it out. I have fear. They tell you don't say it. No one knows about it. Just be silent, be quiet. The day you say it, something going to happen to you. But I already believe this is something evil and nothing is going to happen to me because I'm a Christian. I know that I'm covered with the blood of Jesus,
yeah,
and I even regret it. If I would have been an adult, I wouldn't
yeah.
have gone into that.
And so does the people in the village kind of know that that 100 of girls has been taken to be circumcised?
Yes, the
Yeah,
the people in the village are aware of it. They
yeah,
dance, they cook, they sing. It's
yeah.
it's like a
Okay,
ceremony. It's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
people.
is. Yeah, it is the same thing I have witnessed in Sudan, where um, there is like huge celebration because people think this is something amazing. So,
Yeah.
when did you move to the state?
I came to the state in 2013.
So, how old were you, sister?
I was 12 years old.
No, when you come to the state.
How old I was?
Yeah. So you get
I was
circumcised.
18 years.
Okay, you got
Yeah, I was
circumcised.
18 years.
You got circumcised when you were 12. You came to US when you were 18. So how
Yes.
did you figure out in US that actually other girls don't get circumcised?
Well, I this is something I came here and but before coming here, I was like I moved into another camp. So I was there. I had a friend that was from a different, like a different country. So I realized that we used to go like bathe or take shower and other things like that. So I realized the difference. But I was so eager. I was like, "Oh, you didn't do FGM. What's going on?"
Yeah,
So she said, "Oh, I don't do it. We didn't do it." But she was not from that particular place. They did mine.
yeah,
So she said, "We don't do it. We don't do it." So I said, "Oh." So I realized that, oh, so there are people that are not going through this. But I came here. As I came here, I was so eager to read about it. I even tried to contact some doctors, surgeon, if it is possible for reconstruction. They send me, you can go to this state, you have to pay $25,000, and there are a lot of consequences. So my sister texts me, this is a link. How can we do it? I have my younger sister. So she was like, "Oh, this is going to cost us a lot." And we both are in college right now. We are in the university.
yeah.
So we said, let's wait. Maybe if we get better jobs, we can see what to do about it.
So
But it was actually back before I came, I realized that a friend that
yeah,
I met with in where we relocated, she was not like me.
yeah, yeah. And how long have you been married, sister?
How long I have been here?
Married.
Oh,
You said you had a child. How old is your child?
my child is 7 years old. I was pregnant when I came.
Yeah. So your child is 7 years old.
Yes,
You
I was
don't.
7 months pregnant when I came in 2013.
Okay. You don't have to answer this question, but can I ask, is your sexual?
No, ask me. I can answer if you want me to. I can answer. I have no problem.
I'm sure lots of people are gonna send me email for the question I ask you. But when you have sex, do you have pain?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes.
Do you enjoy having sex?
Uh,
No,
well,
because what
to
I
be,
am asking the question, because what we read on national health, it was saying you won't have that sexual enjoyment because of the female circumcision.
I think that is true because it is something that you can, because it's something that I don't really like get like think about being that kind of way with my spouse, like
Yeah,
having the desire. So I he has it more than me. Like I don't really have that desire. You understand? I don't have the desire. Like to say sometimes I don't even bother or have the desire. So I just feel like something is wrong. Something is wrong. Why my spouse always is the one that is having more desire, and I can really
yeah,
have it like so, like and I read about it. I've been reading and I read about it, and I even asked some friends, so how do you feel? Even at work, like I see them that, oh my god, they say things like they really want to go and meet their partners, or they have the desire. Well, I don't have that. I say that something is wrong somewhere. Yeah.
yeah. So like because you never had sexual enjoyment, uh, therefore it is difficult for you to kind of express that. But when you
Yeah,
compare
because I
yourself
never
with,
had
yeah,
sex before, like I did it. I
yeah,
never had sex when I used to or have
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So yeah.
Therefore all you can do is just simply comparing your thoughts or your feelings after sex with someone else.
Yes, and I do ask friends, those that I do ask
Yeah,
co-worker friends, on how do you feel. I ask. I'm somebody that is open-minded. I like asking them and explain to me when you have sex, when you're having sex,
yeah,
how do you feel? How and I ask them a lot, and what they tell me is different from what I experience.
yeah. Okay. And when you give birth to your child 7 years ago, uh, can you just express the birth pain you had?
I left here 10 a.m. in the morning. 10 a.m. in the morning, they call 911. My mom called the emergency. They came. So I gave birth 10:21 p.m. 10 a.m. in the morning, I went 10:21 p.m. and I couldn't give a natural birth. So it was they actually it's not a surgery, but it's a C-section. So like
Yeah,
they had to tear me a little bit before I could give birth. So
yeah.
it was really hard, and I spent a lot of time in the hospital.
Um, do you get would you say, because since you have FGM, or you had to go through FGM since no one asked your permission for it, um, would you say currently, as you are someone who lives in the state, do you get enough support from people?
If I do get spot,
Yeah,
what is that? Say that
like
again.
emotional support, pastoral support.
Like exercise, sport.
No, in a sense, uh, do you kind of get to talk about your feelings and your emotions regarding FGM with other people?
I do to my nurses, like I do when I go for regular checkup,
Yeah,
female like the cancer and all of that. I do explain it, but they
yeah,
actually like, oh, we are sorry. They're trying to find help, like find who. I told them who is doing, like, is there any surgeon that can do the reconstruction. I've been reading, but in my area they always email me, oh, I'm sorry,
yeah,
I didn't really find anyone. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all they keep. Like no positive answer yet. So
yeah,
they say, oh, even if we find someone, it could really cause a hurt, and it's not easy and all of that. They say, I don't mind. I can still go through because this is very important for me. Like I feel like I'm totally different, and my parent has been misled due to culture or whatever
Yeah.
they call it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they do encourage me, but it's not, you don't find those surgeon in my area.
So as, uh, so you, as you want to kind of to get it reconstructed, like get it kind of make it look like normal. Uh,
Yes.
do you know any female who was able to uh, what is the word
Who,
for that,
yeah, who
reconstructed?
was able to do the reconstruction,
Yeah.
right? The one that did it before.
Yeah. So okay, that can be done.
Yeah, it's possible it can be done, but I haven't met that person face to face. I just
Okay.
read the stories online,
Okay.
and I watched a video from Kenya. So
Yeah.
they went over there. There was a surgeon that went, they did about few girls. They done the reconstruction and they interviewed the girl. The
Yeah.
girl, she said she is feeling okay now. She is feeling normal. She has the sexual desire now. So there's a big difference from after. So I watched the clip throughout. So they actually had someone that went to Kenya to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And they told me about California. I'm not sure of that, but I'm reading online that
Yeah.
it's happening. But it's rare, it's few. You can see this surgeon all over.
Okay. And last question. What do you think? So I live in West. I think I'm blessed that I haven't been circumcised. But what do you think Western people, Western part of the world, or even people who's been circumcised, what do you think they can do to become a voice for the girls who's been circumcised, or become a stand against the female circumcision in the apparently in over 29 countries in Africa, woman circumcision is still taking place. What do you think we can do?
Well, this is the thing. Some people believe that is something is a belief, so they cannot go without it. So we have leaders, we have presidents saying these people are, I mean, they are in favor of that. That is their practice. They do believe in that. So in order for this to be eradicated or get rid of, I think is the leaders. The leaders are highly responsible for that. The leaders, they are educated, they know the consequences, but being that is their faith, or maybe they cannot go without that. They just choose to forget about the consequences and they follow their faith. That's what I think. Because I'm hearing that there are people going on that side trying to sensitize people and do other things. But and people are living on that, because once you get in the bush for 3 months, some
Yeah.
people take 4 months, some 2 months. So your parent will be responsible for you in the bush. Why there is a certain amount they have to give to those that are in charge. They give them money, they give them rice. So that is their income. That is where they get that from.
Business.
Every
Yeah.
year they can do it like 4 5 times, and some 3 months, some go 2 months, some go like 4 months. So that is what they are living on. And yeah, so
Do
in
you
order for them to live that, they have to have something else to depend on for their daily life.
Yeah. Do you remember any chance, or you might know how much what they pay, what your family paid for your circumcision?
Yeah, I do ask my mom, because I can go to her. She record, like she do explain to me, because she is 65 years old. So I do get some recording from her, record her voice and write some information. She even told me that there is something that left she didn't pay for my younger sister. She has to look for the lady and pay it. If you don't pay it, it's a curse.
Yeah.
So I told her, don't pay. It's nothing going to happen. Don't pay. So I remember that time, if you convert the franc, the money there is franc Guinea, franc Guinea.
Yeah.
If you convert it, because I asked her a lot of things. So if you convert it, they pay 200, 200, I don't know, but it's franc Guinea, it's not dollars.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 200,000. So the money is like 200,000 franc Guinea.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is excluding the clothing, because they have to clothe them. They have to at least give them each person a suit, a full suit that they're gonna put on. There's a rice, a certain kilo measurement of rice. They give it to them, but the money is about 200,000 franc Guinea.
Yeah. Um, Sister, thank you very much for sharing your experiences with us. I am so sorry that uh, I have been in a place that where I I met with someone who had to go through FGM. Also, I'm especially sorry for you to be part of that
Thank you.
and go through for it. But um, you've got my Skype address now. If you wanna talk, just drop me a message, and I love to
Okay.
talk to you again.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very
I
much,
appreciate
sister.
your time. All right. Bye.